nervous?
Yeah.
Ethan, 2,000 horsepower, right?
2,000? Hell yeah!
All right, boys, you guys see we're back here with Ethan at Trackstar. Car's been driving fine. I've actually I put some braking miles on it. It's done really good. And Ethan's actually the one that tuned the car the last time, where I ran it on 30 pounds for about 3+ years. So the plan here is to max out the current setup, and basically it should make somewhere around 800-900 horsepower on this. And once we do that, I'll go enjoy the car for a little bit, and then we will be coming back with a big turbo kit. And we'll probably make 1,100-1,200 horsepower at that point, but we're gonna get situated and get started here in a bit. We're gonna put your work to the test, bro.
100%. We're ready.
Bring it on.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm better.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There's nothing like hearing a car in the dyno right in front of you, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of stepped back. I got scared. I'm like, damn. I was like, hurry up, still right there. I'm like, I'm over here, bro. I'm like, oh shit.
It gets loud, bro.
Yeah.
Once the wastegate opens,
that's
that
loud
hurts.
as hell.
Oh, that hurts when the wastegate opens.
I close my other ear.
Look, what'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Track 500 already.
Ah, damn it. That's not recording. I was messing forward.
Oh, man. First run, tracks 500.
The AFR here, we're good, and then here it diverges at looks like about 3,700 RPMs.
Okay.
The amount of fuel that we had in the car previously is no longer enough.
Okay.
We ran at the if it got much leaner than that, I was gonna let out, but we were at like a 12. We were at like a 12.1, 12.2.
Pretty good.
But the target is 0.78. So see right here where the green and the white diverge, though, tells me that the cams in the long runner manifold is making that much more power, because that much more fuel is now necessary in the VE table.
Okay.
Your VE table previously had a bit of a roll down here where you see 121, 118, 116, 130, 120. It rolls down once you get past the cam efficiency.
Okay.
Now, with your new cams, probably this VE table will not have a roll down at all.
Gotcha.
We'll probably have our peak VE in the top right corner.
Very nice.
The cams will hopefully make power all the way out.
Fuck yeah.
Let's see what that first shape looks like. That was 65% throttle only right now.
Damn.
This shit is I'm wide open. No.
When the wastegate opened up, he just jumped back.
But it is pulling up freight train, dude.
Nice.
Throttle I was at, that was under 14 pounds. 195 kPa was our max.
Oh shit. Okay.
That was not even 14 pounds.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah. We're off to a good start. Woo.
This way. Shit.
That's going straight up.
Yeah, so I stopped the dyno at 6,200, so just revving another 1,000 RPMs is gonna make another 50 horses immediately. I would guess.
Nice.
That line pulling up at that angle. Yeah, so looking really good.
We're on the right track, bro. master behind the laptop, bro, making it happen.
It looks like some guys did some things right, you know.
Dyno is literally a human.
Have some goodness on the other way.
Oh, man. You guys see that? That's a run we just did. Yeah.
Divergence from the target, but not too bad. But we're in new boost pressure, so untested water there.
Gotcha. Like you said earlier, get to a different boost level setting and then adjust everything.
Yep, exactly, and that's why I only want to go up a couple pounds at a time.
Yeah.
Nice.
So not only do I want to adjust the ignition timing there, but I also want to get the fueling exact on that point. You know,
Gotcha,
I could have it run rich and it'll blitz right through it, especially if it's a boost pressure that we're not going to be living at. But it will cost power and I guess in a minor way it'll cost a little bit of gas mileage and stuff like that just doesn't need to.
We don't
need to throw that.
That
to the
was
wind.
definitely the run that we did.
15 pounds of boost to 18, and we jumped that much horsepower? Absolutely.
I'm happy to show. So our peak boost happens 229 at 6,000 RPMs right there. And then as we move past it, it's dropping 225, 218.
Yeah.
And then it starts fluctuating a little, 214. But so we're having a boost roll off. So the blue line is boost. So anywhere past 6,000 RPMs for that last 1,000 RPM, I need to add a bit of more of a gradient to my boost duty here. So everything 6,000 and up, we'll go up one, and then we'll go up one more. Now we've got a little bit of a gradient there.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the whole thing up though, click, click. And now let's run again.
Nice.
Can I do it 30?
Mad scientist, bro.
So it says 32 inside at 7,000.
32% duty cycle.
Oh!
Yeah, you're good, sorry.
We're learning, man, we're learning.
Don't put that in there.
Well, that was weird.
Ethan, we're looking at the spark plug after a bunch of runs. What are you looking at here?
Well, the main thing I'm looking at, making sure there's no speckling or like peppering looking, you know, pieces of piston on the plug. But that is a very clean looking plug. I'm also looking at where the ignition timing, where the heat and where the ignition timing is happening. And I don't want to see this color change too far down on the strap. It's down pretty much where it needs to be. I don't want to go any further than that. If we saw it way up higher, then that would mean that ignition timing perhaps could be bumped big time. But what I see here is a good burn that doesn't have much more room for more ignition timing than what we're currently at. That spark plug, you know, like that's your only true look at what's. I have all the data on the logs and stuff, but that's your only true look at what's really just been happening inside the motor, you know?
Gotcha.
If those all look pretty, confidence level, you know? The torque came up, but the horsepower we lost a tiny bit. I don't like the shape.
Goddamn. All right, guys. So people, all right. So we've been here a little bit longer than we anticipated. It's been a few hours already, and it was actually my fault. The car had a leak right next to the blow valve. Long story short, it's fixed.
Oh yeah. 5-6 hours later.
Yeah, a leak, literally a leak.
It was my fault.
No, it was my fault. But we're back in business though. Everything's good. And after that, I had to bring the car back in the garage because I just don't think the camera really emphasizes how loud the two-step is on this car. It is ridiculous. And then I looked over the fence and I realized that there's a bunch of people out there. One of the guys was like ducking. He looked all scared. This thing sounds really, really aggressive on the two-step. So we're back home. So I have to kind of explain to you guys, you know, what happened because my batteries on my GoPro ran out. We were there for 9-10 hours. It was a long day. And one of the things I would like to show you guys, and you know, this is going to be full disclosure here. I am not trying to hide anything. I am going to put myself out there, you know, to show you my mistakes, but it is what it is. So as you guys will see, I don't have a blowout valve. Basically what was happening is that the blowout valve that was on this car, this is the wrong flange. So there was literally nothing sealing it. It was leaking really bad. I mean, basically the car ran fine. Everything was, you know, doing really good on the dyno. And then once we started to turn on the boost controller, anything over 18, 19, 20 pounds, it started leaking severely. And it wouldn't leak until like we were past 6,800 RPM. That's whenever it would just start tanking. You can see it, you can actually see the graph like picking up really good, and then boom, it just starts to fall off. So we spent hours chasing that, you know, trying to figure out maybe it was ignition, you know, grounds, checking everything, making sure everything was okay. And it ended up being a damn boost leak. Once we, you know, this is a plug. We were like, screw it, let's just delete it and make sure that's what it is. And once we put that in there, the car instantly made like 100 horsepower more. So we were like, okay, fine, let's just keep going to see how fast, you know, let's see how far we can push it. But unfortunately, we ran into some more issues. So once we started getting past, I think it was around 22, 23-ish pounds of boost, which we did make 725 horsepower, you guys. That is a lot of horsepower for that boost level and, you know, this kind of budget setup. Because, I mean, keep in mind, we were planning to turn the car up to maybe 35, 40 pounds of boost. So if it made 725 horsepower on a Mustang dyno at 20-something pounds of boost, imagine what it would have done at 35, maybe close to 40 pounds. So 725 is really good considering, you know, everything we have going on. But once we got to that power level, we started seeing, again, another drop in boost. So we're like, you know what, let's just go ahead and call it, because he kept, you know, So he kept demanding for the duty cycle on the boost controller, you know, to go up. The amount of boost that we were demanding, it wasn't reflecting on the power curve. So basically what was happening is that we're demanding for this turbo to be working its ass off, pushing 30, you know, maybe 30 plus pounds of boost. And we're only seeing over here, maybe 20 something pounds of boost. So basically what happens in that situation is that the turbo is overworking itself severely, but it's not all showing up on this side, you know, because I mean, I'm not sure if you guys know, the turbo makes boost, it goes down through the intercooler, comes back up and into the motor, but it's losing somewhere here. So we're like, you know what, let's go ahead and call it, because, you know, we're just kind of pushing and it's kind of pointless at this point. So we're like, I'll bring the car home. I am going to, you know, remove the bumper, do a smoke test, and just kind of, obviously I do have to modify this, so I will be cutting this off, welding a new flange, putting a new blow valve on there, or I may even consider just putting it somewhere else. I'm not sure yet, but I do have to do some fabrication for the blow valve, and then, you know, take the bumper off and go through everything, do a smoke test, make sure I find all the leaks, because this coupler over here, I'm not sure you guys can see it, but that coupler there coming from the turbo to the intercooler pipe, questionable. And it looks, I mean, it's been on there for a few years, right next to the, you know, turbo manifold. So and the fact that it's like a 45 degree, it's kind of stretched out, so there's a chance that that may be leaking already there. Only one way to find out. Another thing that I will be doing, now this isn't really like an absolute necessity, but it's more kind of just preparing ourselves for the future, because obviously this is just stage 1 of the build, because I will be changing the entire turbo kit on this car. So basically this here, I wanted it to make maybe 850 horsepower, you know, and I would have been happy. But once I did that, just to kind of prove the whole budget system, because I want to show you guys that you can make good power without spending a lot of money on a turbo kit, then I was going to go ahead and change it up and put the big boy turbo kit, and that's where we're going to shoot for the 1200 horsepower. I will be changing the way the harness is set up on the coils, because these are the Induction Performance IGN 1A coils, and they do require a relay per every 2 or 3 coils. I do not have it wired like that, so I will be changing that out, adding some relays to the coils. And since the battery is in the back, I will be adding a ground from the battery up to the block, just to help with the start. You know, for those who don't know, whenever you put your battery in the back of the car, it kind of does make it to where it starts a little bit slower. So it's not like required, but it helps, and it just doesn't hurt anything. Actually, on the Mustang, that's what I did. I ran both power and grounds all the way up to the front from the battery, and I just realized how rough I look, man. I went to go work out, so last night whenever we got home, I kind of felt bad that Moose came all the way over here. He spent almost a full day, and he was gonna go back home, you know, with an empty stomach. So we went to go get some tacos, and I've been on like a really strict diet, so I had to go get my ass in the gym and work out today because of that. But so now one thing I will tell you guys is this is 725 horsepower through a Mustang dyno. I'm not sure if you guys know about that, but Mustang dynos usually register a lot less. Let me show you guys these clips here that Moose got of me whenever we're coming home. So as you guys will see, the car still spins a ridiculous amount. So right now the car is on the Mickey Thompson ET Street SS tires. They're literally almost brand new, but yet it still roasts the shit out of them. First gear, pointless. Second gear does, yeah, second gear is pointless too. Third gear, it hooks up, but I think I need to do an alignment on it, because once it hooks up, I feel like it kind of still pulls off to the left, and it pulls really, really hard. So it kind of sketched me out. I let off right away. You know, I don't want to, you know, do anything too crazy. Not yet, at least, until I kind of get a better feel for it, because, you know, this is really uncharted territory for this car. I've never had this car at this power level. Before, it made under 700 horsepower, and I did have a Mickey Thompson ET Street Pro, way better tire. But yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. The car just seems like way faster now. Maybe it's the higher compression. I'm not sure if the higher compression on the motors change the way they feel. I'm assuming it probably does. But yeah, the car is good. It runs amazing, but it's not done. So I have to do everything that I told you guys, and then I will be going back to Ethan to kind of finalize the tune. I need to get some boost settings set up, but that's where we're at now. So yeah. Overall, I'm very happy with how everything turned out. At the end of the day, my biggest worry is just making sure that the engine did really good. You know, make sure we put Moose's work to the test. And obviously, I didn't record all the pulls, but this car went over. Man, we must have done maybe around 30 pulls on this car, hard pulls, and it took it like a champ. Everything is fine. Right now, I just turned it on, warmed up the car. Engine sounds perfectly healthy. Everything sounds beautiful. The car drives amazing. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. It's crazy that this car in less than 3 months went from a stock engine to now a fully built Supra. Everything capable of, you know, 1,200 horsepower to the wheels. Not bad. But that's gonna be it, you guys. I'm gonna let you guys go on that one, and on the next video, I'll try to have the car finished up, because I mean, unfortunately, a lot of you guys don't like watching me do all the stuff that I have to do. So I just don't feel like wasting so much time recording that, editing it, if nobody's gonna watch it. So more than likely, the next time you guys see the car, I will have it all finished up, and then we can start doing some exciting stuff. So later.